Say that again.
We're back, baby.
This is true. We are in book 4. It's called Echoes of the Jedi. Spoiler, it's very Jedi themed. We're in a Jedi temple. We've got a Jedi and a half in the party. We just encountered a Master Jedi. And we are hunting...
I would like to say that I'm probably more like 2/3 Jedi.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah, all I'm missing is the Force training, man. That's it. And then I'm like a level 1 Jedi.
It's all on the mother side.
Lightsaber. Where's the laser sword? Come on.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know. That's pretty rich coming from you, man.
That's too soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting... No, rebuttal. Go ahead. Another exciting comeback. What?
No, that was
No, I can follow up. I mean, the only lightsaber I've ever seen in your hands, you just gave to some crazy dude we found in a cage.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I thought he removed his hand after he touched it.
I would like to...
Wait, what?
But
that's such a trope. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, he was happy to take it, and then he recoiled from it. But in the end, he'll, like when you say thank you, whatever, he holds out his hand and he will take the broken saber from you. And think about what he's done.
okay.
If you want to insist on keeping it, oh, hey, let me just dump that crystal out, because yeah, sure, but can't have you with one of these. You'll be dangerous. That's up to you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Echoes of the Jedi. No, it's called We Shot First. I would like to challenge anybody playing, anyone, email us at rollmongers@gmail.com and tell us the story of how, not an alternate Force tradition, I understand the Jedi class can be used for all kinds of alternate Force tradition, and like, well, I don't have a lightsaber, I have my amulet and blah 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 because I'm a Shinari Wakubu. No, I'm talking about robes, supposed to have a lightsaber, get one in your starting gear, Padawan, the Order of the Jedi Knights is on the horizon as a prestige class when you hit 8th level, that kind of player, and showed the remarkable restraint and terrible ineptitude with a Force vibro axe that our young Aiden Willems has shown, because he's chosen the slow, long path to spread a guy over 20 levels and not just come out whipping out his glowing rod right out of the gate like so many would. Now, these are the dark times, and to be branded a Jedi is not a safe thing to do, because the galaxy is pretty much convinced that they were to blame for the war. And a lot of people, not just in the Outer Rim, would sell you out in a heartbeat. When Frank played Old Man Zinn, he seriously, on and off the podcast, discussed with me selling your ass.
Oh, I'm sure he would, and I know Rahal would have in a heartbeat if he had early on.
He did.
Is why.
Do you remember?
I had to take feats to stop myself from doing that.
Yeah, but do you remember Darga?
I had to.
Darga the Hutt. Wait a minute. Okay, wait.
That's the reason why I have Force sensitivity. It's the only way I could think that Rahal wouldn't legit kidnap you and sell you immediately to the Empire with the bounty that they have on Jedis right now.
Back up. First of all, you did betray him when you guys were gambling against him in the gladiator pits with Darga the Hutt. And he was all pouty.
That's just business.
Please don't ever
That's
forget
just
that.
business. Come
selling.
on.
It's
Come
selling.
on.
Poser goes dark. You're the first one on his blade.
Selling him out were the words I used, and that's business. Secondly, you telling me that that's the only reason.
Yep.
Force-loving Matt.
That's it. That's the only reason. Yep.
I'll take
I
the
give
Force.
my character intentionally.
It's for you, Aiden. I took this
it's for
feat
you.
for you.
That's
Okay.
for you, Aiden.
Can I have a
For
deception roll? I'm not
Yes,
buying
you
it.
can.
I'm not buying. No, don't roll over 30. Even I'll be convinced. Guys,
24.
sorry, I'm not convinced.
I don't blame you because I mean I'm not either.
Kind of sus. Convincing our new patient to head topside, stay with A7. What was our final? What did you guys end up doing? This guy, come with us. What was it? Go back to the ship. Just wander the halls.
A7, right?
I know Doug strongly wanted him to go with A7. I think Jay said our ship is your ship.
Yeah. A7. Okay, so you will go up those stairs, and do you know where the control room is?
Yes, I know my way around the temple, thank you.
I'm just asking.
I'm sorry. I'm still incredibly depressed. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you.
No, and that's fair. I understand.
Reaches out, caresses your cheek because you're one of my favorites. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you're my favorite. I understand.
Won't let
A7.
anything happen to you, Sugar Bear.
You got a friend.
A7. A7.
Yeah.
We're sending you company.
Oh, I would like company. Broken company is just like me. I can identify because you fuckers won't fix me. Oh, let's stop every other second to fix you. Oh, sure, but fix me? No, one half baked attempt, and thanks to Gamma Knight, shout out to Coop, Alan J. Cooper, I'm stuck like this forever. But yeah, I'll take the Jedi. That's fine.
We are looking for your legs.
Oh, really? Deception roll.
No, that's totally true. We have brought it up half a dozen times.
Well, we brought it up at least once.
We get a great price for them on the black market.
True enough, it has been brought up several times. And then you talked about how they were crushed under the boulders, and it was very sad. But
Fair
we
enough.
have looked around for legs.
So you guys want to do a montage of popping open doors until this place gets interesting again?
Yeah, I'll try
Yep.
that.
Sure.
All right.
Fast forward, frame up, standard.
Sure.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Array.
Door opening procedure.
Yeah.
Post
That's
up.
what I
right?
call it. in my
Post
other
up
game.
on the door.
Region clear procedure. Come on, Merrick. Where's the knowledge tactic rolls?
I've got knowledge
Busy.
tactics.
They are knowledge dressing rules.
Okay. So every time I reveal a room, you guys just rush over there with your minis, right? Like, ta-da! Another
Yeah.
exciting room with just some bunks in it, good stuff. And over here, ta-da!
Zombies. More zombies.
More zombies now. Oh, there's a nice.
It's
skinny
more
room.
fun this way.
Somebody important lived here, I will say that the river, not in every room, but in some rooms, actually is underneath the glass floor. So it's not necessarily
over it.
not
Tasteful.
necessarily
We're
damaged.
inspired.
Yeah. Now the tiny little corner that they tucked this module in closer to the end in the middle kind of pissed me off, but my bad for not reading the whole thing through 10 times and memorizing it. Come on. I do read this stuff, but not actually it's almost consistently, because by the time we get to like whatever relevant part in the adventure, so many months have gone by, I've forgotten, but keeping it all in your head simultaneously is a little difficult. And it's a very interesting room over here because Master Thola told you about the weapons archive in here.
Oh.
Preow. And you get a lightsaber, and you get a lightsaber, and you get a lightsaber.
So,
Could I get like 6 lightsabers, please?
So just after coming down the staircase when we first entered the room, instead of breaking left at the T intersection and going up past the river and having the big, circular area where we fought the original guys in the slack, you take a right and go into that room. That's the weapons archive.
Did you just back everything up for the audio podcast, Aiden?
I don't know. Did I?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a force point for that. Thank you. You're welcome. It's temporary. You got to use it this round, and then it disappears. But otherwise, it's all yours. Cherish it for 6
Or vital
seconds.
transfer.
6. It's all yours for 6 seconds.
Whatever skill check you got coming this round, buddy.
I'm learning so much about the saga. There's like ways of getting like a temporary force point that's good for a round, spend it immediately. So there you go. That's all you get. But we're getting closer.
So is this the weapons archives?
This is there's an archive room, which is the large L yet to be revealed, and there's a weapons room. And the weapons room is closer, so I just assumed, like I said, as you guys statically worked your way around, cleared out any last crazed believers, poo-pooed in the face of any fake dragons, unleash the E-web man, all that kind of thing. You eventually come to... Yeah.
Please tell me you called the last episode Imagine Dragons.
Oh.
I was close, actually. Very, very, very close. I actually didn't know. Well, first of all, if you do that, like, how many searches for Imagine Dragons, right? It would be lost in the, you know. I don't want a band breathing down my neck. So, going back 3 episodes, you remember that Riddick dog you guys fought?
Yeah.
Okay, that episode is called Force Predator. Next episode is called Dream of Dragons.
Oh.
And the last one where you guys vanquished it as a team, it's teamwork makes the dream work. Eh?
Oh, hey.
Imagine Dragons coming up. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway.
Oh, if there's another dragon.
Well, it'd have to be a fake one, right? Because you're imagining it. Imagine they're real. Where was I? So, the weapons room has been deleted. Where'd it go? My bad. Weapons room has been pretty much cleaned out. I mean, there are some actual blaster pistols and hence like the clips that you guys can scrounge.
Sweet. Scrounge up and reload.
Yep. And it's
Are
like
there any,
it's like 7. So
Those are actually especially valuable for Kimmy because she burns through energy clips with that weapon of hers. Instead of 50 rounds, she gets 10. But I mean, she shoots little miniature tractor beams.
Yeah. Nothing very exciting. Like I said, there's some clips and a couple of standard blaster pistols. But no actual like lightsabers, which is kind of funny though, because it's like, it's a Jedi Academy. Why are there guns here? Do they have like servants or like, you know, like non-Jedi that need a gun? Like run to the armor. Like I just thought it was weird that like, you know, here's our gun room.
They probably realized how poorly they were training us on Coruscant. I mean, look at me. I can't use a blaster worth crap.
Oh,
No.
It's because lightsaber. Huh?
A blaster is a weapon. A lightsaber is a tool.
That's fair.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. I'm thinking of the archive room with some relics and this and that. Sorry, the weapons room. You guys bust your way into. Come back to this room over here. Where is it? Come back to this little room here.
The one I originally described.
Yeah.
Kept asking about and was being ignored.
Sorry. When you guys first came down the stairs, there was a door right there, but you immediately got attacked and distracted and, you know, ran off, okay? So, right here, okay, is a refresher. That's the Star Wars word for bathroom, and it has the glass floor, so, you know, to help you pee, you got a river running through it, which I think is freaking hilarious. Just a like very subtle joke that I need to point out because, you know. Here we have the weapons room, and then again, this little tiny room here is the armory. In the weapons room, you guys see like these cheese, not quite holographic, but like standees of all kinds of races. It's like a shooting gallery. You know those video games where like they just take you to like the warehouse setting and there's a bunch of guns at the table and there's like the narrator going, pick this up. Now try these targets. And you know, it's literally that kind of room.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's obviously...
And because they're the inclusive Jedi, there's one representing every race in the galaxy because you never know who you're going to have to kill.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. There's a couple extra Twi'leks in here. Maybe these guys are racist. I don't know.
Or you never know who you'd be offended to kill.
Nobody likes the French.
I haven't seen it cycle through human like at all.
Actually, the human, they just have like a guy in the robes with the hood pulled down. You kind of get that mysterious nose and mouth. It could be a human. Maybe it's a near human. Again, trying to be inclusive. And like touching back, if there's like really relevant gear or, did we get a whatever, like we can call back to that. But for right now, knowing that Draco is here and knowing he has the holocron really starts sort of upping the clock. You guys have this persistent, we need to keep searching next room. You know what I mean? Like ever since you met the Jedi, there really is that feel and
sense of urgency.
Yes, and it comes along with the cold, but for Rahal and especially for Skeel, such a good name. I'm just gonna say it over again, Skeel. The sense of urgency is compounding in your gut, which brings us to the last room on this level, where
There's two rooms I see.
young Jedi Skeel is posted up.
You sweep all that.
Right? You guys want to go at it from two different doors? Otherwise, you can post up where poster is and kind of come in and come down, whatever you guys want to do.
We've been trying to go through this door here forever, so why don't we all go in?
We really have.
This one here?
Yeah.
We've been trying to go
like
through
4
this door for
times.
about 3 sessions, and different things have distracted us away from this door. I've been convinced that there's something very important behind this door, because every time we've done that, you've lured us away with something.
I just mentioned
distraction.
just
You're
mentioned
in
something that you might have noticed, and you guys ran for the carrot. Ha ha ha. Let us enter the room. Sense surroundings. Can't do it. Pull glow rod.
Cast
Oh,
perception.
it's okay. Merrick rounds the corner, and there's like the frickin'
Actually, since
workshop
surroundings we
flood
can do.
runs.
It's sense force we can't.
Sorry, that's right. Sense surroundings to see but not necessary when the floodlight man comes around the corner, right?
All LEDs all the time.
You just like break through walls like the Kool-Aid guy. Like, it's just like,
Oh no! As the appropriate Kool-Aid man.
Merrick,
No one ever
remind
says, "Oh
me
yeah,"
when
and the man busts through your wall. Who
You know,
says that?
You say, "Oh no," and then you spit up the E-web, and then it's, "Oh yeah."
Merrick, remind me when we get back to the ship to upgrade your headset to include thermal vision. This is a little bit ridiculous at this point.
And I feel like we need to give you more of a hot rod red color scheme. I don't know, something is just screaming at me.
Just like pulls out 2 spray cans and starts shaking them. And while we're on the subject, where'd those come from?
I don't carry. Well, okay, no, I do carry 1 spray can with me, but it's black. Always carry black.
Yeah, so that you can do
Colors are back on
the scene in Blade Runner where she's doing her eyes, the straight across
Just in
blue.
case his skyliner gets messed up.
No, it's in case I need to paint something new and label it the new Screeching Rancor. How do you think I did that?
On standby. Hilarious.
I always have it on standby. Come on.
It's a band. It's a ship. It's a band. It's my ship. Like, what is it?
No, it is anything that you won't take away from him.
No, Cage the Rancor is the band. The Screeching Rancor is the ship.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So, what A7 confirms and what Master Tholen tells you is the archives room. You find yourselves in a long room, 12 meters wide by 36 meters long, with a chamber forking to the right about 20 meters in, hence the big L shape. Leaning against the smooth walls are cases containing fascinating and rare artifacts and weapons that obviously were of interest to the Jedi. It is surprising that most of them seem untouched until you realize that they are encased in heavy plastic glass. Not easy to get to. The most glaring feature of this room are the far wall and floor, which is down here where you guys can see all the brown debris starting up, which have crumbled away to reveal a cavernous opening that leads into a dark tunnel. This obviously wasn't part of the room's original design and seems to be a consequence of the previous orbital bombardment. Master Theon did tell you that he knew that this chamber was forbidden to Padawans, and it is where he believed the Jedi Masters kept their most precious Force artifacts. Now, this is where you'd keep a holocron. And yet, for some reason, Thrawn said that Draco was gloating that they couldn't hide it from him, like maybe he had searched this room, and had found it in that bust upstairs hiding, and that must be that slice, Buddy used
Yeah.
some sort of crazy hot or sharp weapon to sever the, artistic head of a former master. And
Yeah, I mean,
reveal
he probably used a vibroaxe like I did.
Of course,
to the
of course. It's so obvious.
Exactly.
The weapons don't have eyes, and yet you do have that foreboding feeling of being watched. Can I have a perception, or perhaps a use the force before DC 15, a perception check, as you guys, I won't let you move any further. You're just kind of wandering around here.
Ooh, glad I got that out of the way. 20 on the use the force check.
That's a 10.
And a 20, non-natural again. Oh wait, that's persuasion, not perception.
Okay. Now I'm
Actually,
assuming
it's the same bonus either way.
I'm assuming you guys all have a means to see.
Yes.
Yeah,
And again-
I got
and
a
ag-
28 use the force and a 21 perception.
Now, whether you're reaching out through the force, whether you have dark vision and everything's just sort of statically there to the droid, whether you have huge floodlights like Merrick, or whether you're just carrying some kind of glow rod like Dr. Leth.
No, I have dark vision.
Oh, you have dark vision. Okay. I thought maybe you just carried the glow rod to like, oh, here, it's me.
No.
Because you're
I
kind of a
wasn't on a-
ghostly pale motherfucker coming out of the darkness going, and I see you, like, you've been stabbed so many times. Right?
He holds it underneath his head, underneath his face like the flashlight.
I
Think
will
him in
say,
the
if
creepy
anyone finds any force using character takes a lightsaber and turns it sideways and ignites it, so you get that uplighting of the face, that's a dark side point in my game. I tell you right now, it's a dark side point right there.
Fair.
Thank you. I think so.
1/4 of a dark side point.
It is darker here. Sorry, I didn't have the turn track up. Roll for initiative. It's darker here than in any other areas that you visited so far. A chill breeze hits you. A chill breeze hits you directly from in front. How can there be a draft in an underground level? On the map, this room.
Pressure differential.
Well, probably. It's a rhetorical question. On the map, this room shows as an
Don't
L.
answer the question.
But you can't see anything around the bend. As you advance, you have the sneaking suspicion that you're being watched. Now, going back to our perception checks, where we're here. Use force 20, perception 21. It is skill.
Yes.
25. Where are you? On the floor in front of you.
Oh, wait.
You see an object, and taking a couple steps towards it before, let's say, shit hits the fan, you find a weapon. Do you guys know what a Stockhill spray stick is?
Sounds dirty.
No.
Okay. Galactic
seen one
lore,
before.
knowledge tech.
We've seen one before, actually.
Do tell, XL.
We bought one off of the folk upstairs. It's a net stick that you can actually use to.
You're
it's like an
right.
instant net.
Right.
You
It
can-
shoots a net you can shoot at a character, and
We got one from the guys on the way in. I think they had one
Yeah.
for sale or something like that.
right,
So we
and
got-
it's called anyway. You guys want to pull it up, and we'll talk about how it works.
For someone more tech savvy to read.
Stockley spray stick.
Yeah.
I was
It's a
really
rifle.
even really sure how a vibroaxe works. To be
Single
honest.
shot.
Go on.
Does 3d8 points of stun damage. And unsuccessful attack allows the attacker to initiate a grab or grapple on the target at range.
It
And if you-
functions as a net, allowing the attacker to initiate a grab or a grapple on the target.
At range.
At range,
Yep.
yeah, that's pretty. That's
Is this
pretty
on?
OP.
Can you hear like? You guys, you're literally saying what the other guy just said. So let's talk about grabbing and grappling. How to do so? What penalties it might ensue? Because you guys are wandering in this room. You get a strange feeling, and Skeel, you see this thing in front of you, and XL walks past you because he's technically in the room ahead. He goes, "Oh, we have one of those." Ignores it. What do? Do you pick it up? Do you just kind of give it a kick, or just okay? I know what this is. I already got one.
I mean, if TL says we already have one, and I kind of recognize that, and it's like, well,
Okay.
I don't think any of us are going to use it anyway, so I'll leave it there.
Okay. You stop.
Oh, Kimmy grabs it.
Okay. You stop.
Oh yeah, we definitely want it.
It depends what they point out. Kimmy, she's literally like a lot of squares away in the.
Oh,
I'll
she's
pick it up.
so she's moving around behind me with a cart, scavenging, completely like
Oh,
doing
okay.
the squib
right.
thing, right? Like
All right,
anything of
yeah.
value is going on that cart.
Okay, so she goes right over to a corner here and just like starts like tapping on the case, examining how she could get into it. Some interesting shit, and like there's
Honestly, that's what Les is doing as well, because also very distracted. He's got his fire blade out, trying to cut into the glass.
oh yeah, like you guys
And
got,
Rahal's just watching. That a boy.
you got like galactic lore. There's like rare weapons and artifacts. Like there's some cultural stuff. Now we are talking like spears and shields and some mudball planet stuff, as well as something more modern. It's probably not armed or loaded, but it is the real thing with the firing pin removed. Like I said, they're on
money.
display.
That's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
We're taking it. If we can take it, we're taking it.
but you're gonna have to spend
History.
like a lot of time because these cases are mounted in the wall permanently to like never be moved, and it's a pain. But
Luckily,
Before we get
it's
to
stuck,
that-
it's stuck there. So
Hey,
I
Seven.
guarantee-
Disable the locks on all of the cases in this room for me, please.
they're not locked. They're the case is built around.
Oh,
the
they're
item.
like encased.
Yeah. Anyway, these thoughts filtering through your mind rapidly, and everyone's where they're standing, and then suddenly, as if we were waiting for you in the darkness, and no one, despite your decently high perception rolls, managed to pierce our stealth rolls. Several, hey, is that a high spray stick? Huh. Goes to bend down. Nah, I'll leave it alone. Several of them go off, shooting at you guys and trying to entrap you in their stun nets. Your initiative is rolled, and because, again, you didn't perceive us in the round, attack round, they take shots. And then we go to round one, which, again, big shock. We start with Skeel, formerly known as Poser.
Formerly known as the
Young Jedi.
Jedi, formerly known as Poser.
I'm just gonna like keep rotating those names around until I get them all in my head. The bad guys, again, getting the drop on you on the surprise round. Where is our initiative? 11. Now I'm pretty sure we can pop this in and it comes relevant. Like you guys don't have to go under. We can just stay with our... Okay, so we're going to go in at 14. All right. Which is pretty much Poser, then the bad guys. Then okay, so even in the surprise round, actually, I'll keep that initiative. He doesn't see them. He starts investigating something, and then they start shooting their nets at you guys. So we have 3, 5, 6, 5. Everybody has all kinds of different stuff here. So, switching to the battle board. Oh, it's been so long, hasn't it? Why, when's the last time we had a good knockdown, drag him out fight, gentlemen?
I don't know, when you threw a dragon at us.
Oh, it was a balloon dragon. It wasn't real. It's fake. It was a totally fake dragon. But yes, good times had by all.
Actually, those maniacs were more threatening than the dragon, oddly enough.
Yeah, it did
Kinda
more
got
damage to you.
Yeah.
Did more damage to you. Alrighty. So, attack rolls abound with our stick. I'm going to start at the very top of the, like, hitting you guys from the back as they would, starting with Kimmy. Natural 20. She goes over to Case. They just shoot one right down on her and wrap her up. Boop, you're right. Now, I got a question. If it says it does stun damage, do you still cut that in half, or is it full stun? Because a stun pistol does full damage because it's called stun. You know what I mean? Like, you don't cut stun damage in half. You cut damage in half for stun.
Yeah, it's 3d8. 3d8 damage.
Well, the stick does 3d6 plus
Or-
3.
Oh, on the
It's stun
wiki
damage,
page it
so
says
you take half
3d8.
of it.
I've got them here with 3d6. It's probably because these guys are small creatures. Maybe they have like a different version.
Yeah, if they're small, it's going to be die 6s instead of die 8s. Lightsabers are the same way.
Yeah, like
Okay,
use something
that
smaller.
makes sense.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think it's a size thing, right? Also,
So yeah,
again,
the total amount of stun damage is what you use to calculate whether or not you knock them down their threshold, but the damage that it's dealt is only half of it.
yeah. Because even when you set something to stun, it's gonna.
This could be bad because we're already all a step down the condition track.
Okay, so
No, you guys all recovered.
Yeah, I thought it was persistent
it is
from just being
No,
in here.
we don't have a persistent
Yeah.
condition, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The dream
minus
stuff,
one on the track.
the
Everybody
dream
should
stuff.
be.
But it was persistent. It was a persistent condition.
Yeah, but you guys
Yeah.
never. Yeah, and you guys didn't do the big rest. It's more like, you guys want to retrieve the ship? Nope. Surgery. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. And again, yeah, it messed you guys up.
I could have sworn we had talked about it last time, and we
We were using
healed it
recover
back up.
actions to go back up during our last fight.
Yeah,
Can you?
'Cause I remember
how
being down-
quickly can you? How quickly can you use a recover action?
3
Every
swifts.
round,
it's 3
it's 3
swifts.
swifts.
Even on a persistent?
If
That's the thing is it's persistent.
It is. Because like I said,
we
this is where I'd screwed
Okay.
up. Like, Draco is literally using all these illusions to soften you guys up before you get to him.
It's cool.
But you did mention something I don't think you had mentioned
before.
before, that we can spend a force point to negate it.
Oh, that's different. That's the actual Dark Force just attacking you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's for light side force powers, which
Yeah.
I actually might have needed to do for
If-
vital transfer.
Jeff, if the conditions are persistent, then we wouldn't have been able to be using the recover action that we were doing last round. Not we, Matt's character.
Oh,
was
no,
using
you're
the
right. We
recover
did
action
go over
last
this
battle.
extensively because it may not be softening him up for the last battle. It might just be softening you up so that, like, this, like, because the encounters in here are all stack. Yeah, no, you're right. You guys are okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking of, yeah, no, he's right. Because I had thought.
Well, that's going to make a big difference in this.
No, my memory jumped to my original thought of reading this, like, where they say Draco soften you up, but it's like, it's in the rules, you can get rid of it. He's trying to keep you soft up here so that something kills you. Like, there's the dog, there's, the dragons, like, something's gonna knock you down, especially if the dragon dream knocks you down like 3, type of thing. So anyway, sorry.
Because that could have gotten really bad. We just got lucky.
Yeah, so you guys are fine. So assuming you guys had recovered, so double check your character sheets so you're not screwing up your rolls, right? So with a threshold total stun of 11, but only taking 5 points, Kimmy.
Oof.
Okay.
That doesn't surpass her threshold, but she doesn't have a lot of hit points, so
Okay.
I say oof because
Next we have
hit.
Dr. Leth with a
Still
reflex,
may grapple her though.
a reflex of 19. Because I got to hit your reflex for now. You're flat-footed,
So
by
my
the way.
flat foot is 20.
Yeah. Okay. So, you just turn slightly to lecture Kimmy on something or take interest. Oh, pull out the fusion cutter. Put your head down, reach in the bag, take a step to the case, and this net goes flying over your head. 19, barely missing you, and in cases, nets the case, making it harder to break into. What? Damn it!
Out of curiosity, that was a crit. Does stun damage get doubled on the crit? Because I think she would have taken the full 11 then. If that's the case, right?
No, that's true. So actually, it would be 22 threshold and the full 11, and she goes down.
So
track
that
1.
did surpass her threshold by 1.
Yeah.
So it drops her 2.
Sorry, I just wanted to. All right,
that's
so
fine.
that's 26 minus.
No, thank you for your honesty. Dr.
is-
Leth narrowly missed. Next we have, I'm gonna say Poser at the front because we're looking for easily nettable dudes.
Well, that's rude.
Oh no, there's lots of us here. Oh wait, no, there's like how many of us got nets? We got 3 guys here got nets. Yeah, no, sorry. 6 guys, but only 3 nets. And we go for the soft targets at the back. So last one's gonna be Rahal. 27.
Yeah, that
net.
hits.
Eat net. So while Rahal looks up the grab and grapple condition, so when we get back to him, he tries to free himself on his turn.
Are you grappling or grabbing? They're 2 different things.
I'm assuming it's going to be a grapple because this thing entangles you.
Okie dokie.
If I grab you with a
the
net, I'm
last-
going
To initiate a
entangles a
grab
different thing.
or grapple
Yeah,
on the
no.
target.
I think it's grapple.
So, choice.
I think they want to grapple you, like they want to encase you in the net so you can't run around.
Everyone wants to grapple you.
Okay, so that's them. Next we have out of the night. We have vibro daggers.
So they're versus checks for the grapple. So
Which
I
is
have
the
to
next
roll
thing
against.
each of those things need to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, now then, let's just get that out of the way.
You get to roll.
Oh, on your turn. Yeah, on your turn
Yeah.
you start struggling. So okay, yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
back to that. Sorry. So nets come flying out of the darkness and starts grabbing up some of our soft targets. Then we have vibro daggers from others come whipping out. We've got one with Merrick's name on it.
Oh,
Luckily,
oh no!
yeah, it's just your suit is so heavy. I bet you're just gonna hear like a ting and go, hey, what was that?
20s exist on these
Oh
sites.
no, a vibro dagger. What will ever 20? Not natural.
Versus
Your reflex. Flat-footed.
Footed.
I appreciate you trying to be honest. I'm not taking offense. You guys are so programmed to do that.
20.
We're in combat. How about everybody mood up and Liz, it's your turn. Let's just keep that from happening. What is your reflex flat-footed, sir?
20.
Oh, I hit you. A vibro dagger. As you pause, they possibly sense, see, or actually smell a weak point. Whip a vibro dagger at you, and you take 2d4 plus 8 damage.
And 10. And another 25.
14 points to Merrick.
Ah!
14
And
points.
2 bruto.
Yeah, no shit.
14.
Yep. TLXS.
Thanks for the love beforehand, everyone.
TLXS. Also going after machinery with our vibro cutting daggers. 19 flat-footed TLXS. Yes, no?
That does not hit me.
Okay. Bouncy, bouncy. And last but not least, up front, I've got the nets, then the daggers, and then revealing from up on high. This bolt kind of arcs down at you, Poser, from the front, around the corner. A blaster bolt comes flying your way.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Aimed so carefully at your face. And we shall see the results. I'm just quite consciously switching up the dice roll on D20. It's like, come on, plus, 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 plus. Once I do them once, I can just go back to old rolls, but here we go. And
Yep.
kapow! Oh, that was a 16 roll to an 8. Denied. 21. Flat-footed.
Yes, that does hit.
Something tells me this is the only time I'm going to hit you guys. And when you guys are like online, I'm going to get screwed.
Before you read off much more,
Mhm.
I just need to read through a force power very quick.
Sure.
Because sometimes there's like caveats of, it can only be used before the result is revealed or something.
No, go right ahead. What do you got? If you have a reaction, like shield, force shield is a really cool one that pops up automatically.
Actually, it's negate energy that I'm thinking. Oh, never mind. I can't. I
can't-
must be aware of the attack and not flat-footed to negate it. So
Okay. But you can use it as a reaction though. That's the really cool part.
Yes. So normally I could do this, but because I was not aware of them prior to them shooting me, I cannot.
It wasn't even like I rolled crazy for their stealth, and it was like it's not even within 6. I'm not even going to offer force points on perception because it was like so close, right? 16 points. Look at those crappy rolls from this thing. 16 points. Blaster bolt to the face.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, and now I fear it's the party's turn, starting with Skeel.
Yes. Although
So,
before I get started, as the captain of initiative, I would like to ask that Merrick click on his token and roll it very quickly. So since these guys attacked, their stealth should be broken, right? Unless they tried to rehide.
Yes, that's like a negative 20 or 10. It's a pain in the ass, but no. Once these guys are like start firing, they're not interested in hiding. It's kind of obvious what's going to happen next because they just continue to attack.
Right.
They're going to use confusion and grappling and blah blah blah. Anyway, unlike those other ones, a net came on top of me. Where did it come from? A dagger come flying from my back. Where did it come from? This guy leans out around a corner. You can't see him, and then he shoots you with careful shot right in the face. It came straight. There's like a straight line at you. You look up, in the chest. Just trace the pain straight back. It's like, okay, the fucker's just straight ahead of me, you know. Now with your roll of what is it? Your 25 perception, whatever. Okay, I used a single action in a surprise round, so I don't have my move action where I can re-up my stealth. So I'm literally hanging out there, smoking barrel for your pleasure, right? So
Perfect.
Okay, so I'll start bringing these boys out. And Skeel, tell me what you want to do. TLX, get ready. You are on deck.
Just need to make sure I can. So I need to know how far I can move. 6 squares. Okay. Okay. So depending on location of the other guys, I'm either going to use move object or force grip. If there's a guy within 6 squares of him, I'm going to use move object and slam them into each other. If not, force grip. So.
Okay. Can you see this guy?
Yes, I can.
You tell me. You want to do the measuring?
Yes. He is within 8 squares of me.
Yay.
So he is both grabbable and grippable.
Yay.
Actually, wait, they have 2 of us in a trash. Right. All right. As a standard action, I'm going to target the one that is the northernmost one that is directly above Kimmy, and attempt to pick him up with move object and throw him into the one directly south of him and Kimmy, if possible.
Okay.
So that is going to be a use the force check of 36. So the first check is against the top target's will defense. Does that beat it?
Can you ping your guy that you're hitting?
Yes.
I'm just having a little trouble like getting the entire combat on the board here. It looks better. There we go. Okay. Okay, so a guy in the back corner that shot a net down on Kimmy. And okay, because these guys all have different stats, so you gotta be careful here.
Yes.
Willpower 17.
Okay, so I beat it. So I pick him up and I'm going to throw him at the dude directly south of Kimmy.
Okay. There are columns in this room, 4 meters tall, so 12 feet in the air. These little dudes are perched on top of 3 of the columns. The other guys have popped up out of little corners, as it were. But just so you know, like, what you're looking at, you're actually looking up.
Okay, so they're on top of columns. But...
Right, now, since they can grab and grapple, I believe there is a line from the stick going to the net, like a control line. So there literally is a lead up, also helping you figure out where the nets came from.
Ah, perfect.
Okay, so what happens to me now? 17, well, you beat...
Yes, so I pick him up and try to slam him into the other guy. I assume a 36 beats the other guy's reflex defense.
Yeah.
Okay. So based off of the use the force check that I made, I beat DC 35, which means I can move a object up to colossal size and do 10 die 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yes.
Each of them, right?
Yes, to each of them. So that is 34 points of damage.
Ow.
That might be a damage threshold.
See, now that I like, Doug. He's just subtly hinting to remind me, as opposed to like, did you check their damage threshold? So I like the new Doug. That works nicely. I'm actually putting their damage threshold.
Reprogramming successful.
I'm putting their damage threshold on their minis as we speak or whatever. So with the damage threshold of, and again, not to reveal like crappy or whatever, but I think it's just better if I state these now we're in combat. 19 is our threshold, but we do have more than 34 hit points. So you knock this guy flying into the other one, boof, and then he falls onto the bed. Look, there's a bed there. How happy for me. But taking a crap ton of damage, leaving us both only with this much, which I will not disclose. But we both go down the condition track.
And Merrick, you need to roll initiative.
And then as a move action, I'm going to move 1 square to the north and 1 square west. And then as a swift action, I'm going to activate Inspire, which is a light side force power. So that mechanic will now come into play.
Yay. Which
well,
gives us...
sorry, I'm meaning the dark energy affecting the light side force powers. You said there was some issue with that, so...
Yes, now I failed to attack your will properly, so you're okay.
Oh,
But I successfully attacked Matt, but you're connected, so you both felt it. Matt spent the force point to clean that up. Technically, he doesn't have any force powers, light side, but again, I think the willies are enough to like burn the force point, but you're fine. But thank you for reminding me.
So I got a 35, use the force check, so Inspire gives everyone a bonus to their will defense against mind affecting and fear effects. Since I beat DC, or made DC 35, all allies within 6 squares and within line of sight become immune to mind affecting and fear effects until the end of my next turn. Then I'm also going to spend a force point to grant each target plus 2 die 6 bonus hit points. So,
that's a lot to take in.
Yes.
What's the bonus to our will? We also get a bonus to
you
our
are
will.
immune to mind affecting and fear effects.
For one
Until
round.
Yes. 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
End of encounter.
1 round. Sorry.
No, 2 rounds. Because he's got to re-swift it. He's got to he's got to re-up it.
Yeah, till the end of his next turn.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Wait, like this is kind of a wait for the bad guy to start monologuing, and it's like Poser preps us, and then
Nice roll on those hit points.
So I got a 6 and a 5. So everyone has 11 bonus hit points that you take from before you take from any actual hit points.
And do they last the encounter, or just
They
2 rounds?
last the entire encounter.
Okay. You get that, Ryan? You finally got your temporary hit points. You had another 11 on top of
Jeff,
you.
you'd never resolve damage on the attack that hit Rahal.
Oh, right. Right. So easily distracted, we all are.
And that is my entire round. I cannot do any more unless I spend a destiny point, which
Oh,
I'm not
you've got
doing.
enough.
So
Okay, so 12 against your threshold, 6 points of actual stun damage against Rahal.
63 and down 1 on the track.
TLX, you are up. Dr. Leth, get ready. Your next TLX, what do you want to do?
Okay, so the square to my east is the one that currently has a shield in it.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when is Merrick? Is he? Do I not see him in the turn order?
Yeah, where is Merrick?
You got to click on your mini
Yeah, it
and,
does.
and then hit your initiative roller.
Okay. Oh, this one here.
2.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
checks
party.
out.
Probably not the init button. Did you just roll the init button?
I clicked the init button.
That
Oh,
no,
like
no.
my
You got to
character
roll that
sheet.
off your character sheet, not the floating thing. The floating thing is a.
Why does
is
the
a
floating
lure
thing exist? Why can I
It's
click it?
for it.
It's
Nice.
fine. 2 is 2. It's a legit roll.
But it doesn't put his bonus in. It
I know. I'm
says
just
that-
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right.
Good. You
But
have
why
the
does this button exist? Why can I touch it?
Go ahead, Merrick. One more time.
Okay.
He's so tired. You got this. You got this, buddy.
You can do it!
Okay. I click again. The init button
No,
Yeah,
on
above
your
the
character
skills.
sheet.
on my character sheet this time, not the
Yeah,
one that,
above the
not-
skills.
not the init button.
Near
don't
perception.
Below
above
your base
grapple,
attack bonus.
Above
Yeah.
grapple.
Press. Look, I rolled a 16.
That is much
All right.
nicer.
So
But-
he would be going right now before I do.
Oh, hey, look, it changed. I'm
And
on
I'll show.
28.
Well, thank you, Doug, for your honesty. Hey, Merrick, you're up. What do you
Hey.
want to do? Get ready,
I'm on
TLX.
fire!
Okay. What are you firing at?
I don't know.
There's 2 guys that get knocked around right beside you.
What's going on? I'm not sure. People are getting hit. I'm not sure what they're getting hit from.
The floodlights ahead of you. You see Poser almost pick up a stick, and then all of a sudden a blaster bolt from ahead of us comes out, hits him in the chest. He turns around, starts wiggling his fingers, and then you just hear above you objects slamming into each other and tiny little grunts. And then, turning your shoulders to the west, you illuminate these columns. There's a guy on top of one, and there's a guy prone on top of a bed right in front of you.
All right. I got it. Can I do a classic auto fire?
They are not 2 squares apart because one is actually 3 squares up and one guy is like in front,
Okay, so I wish to auto fire to my immediate
Here.
west. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, but the guy in the circle is like 3 squares above you, and the guy on the bed is a square. Like, you know what I mean? They're not.
Okay.
How far can you spread this out?
Okay, would my cone auto fire hit it then?
I'm still fuzzy on the cone, like how you could just angle it randomly in every direction. It always seems to be like you could put it 6 squares away, but would you not put the bottleneck? Like,
Okay,
at-
no. Jury, let us discuss the cone that I have.
I don't think the trigonometry would work out in your favor, man.
I'm just trying to
You're
find-
not far enough back.
Okay.
well,
Well, wait.
so
The
with
regular 4 square of auto fire would hit all 4 of those squares and assumedly be 10 feet high if it's 10 feet
I
wide.
thought auto fire was 2 squares, not 4.
Well, I'm counting all 4 of the squares that it's in. It's 2 by 2, so it's 4
Two-
physical squares.
2
on
by
the
1,
map,
4
so
by the other.
assumedly 4.
Oh, yeah, okay. So if you just want to take a step towards the wall and let her rip classic, we can get on with our lives. Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
He doesn't even have to move. He can be right next to it, can't he?
Oh yeah, I was thinking of the cone again. Let it rip.
Just take out all.
Yeah, let it
Yeah,
rip.
well, that gives
Let's
an
do it.
opportunity to brace too, because he's got
Yeah.
the actions without moving.
Oh, I
Yep.
would. I
Okay.
would.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will note that this character probably is fire in this context might be firing into melee, although he's prone. So,
Have fun,
But,
my friend. Have fun.
Kimmy
Your new
needs,
GM, Doug
firing
Baldwin, will be doing season 5. I would like to note, they're both prone technically, if I'm not mistaken. Aiden, you smack one guy with the other, they both go
Either
prone.
are prone.
Yeah.
As of the force power, they are not prone. I don't know if you take.
You knocked a guy prone. The zombies, you were knocking guys prone depending on the. No,
That was force slam from
Oh,
one of the zombies. I don't have force slam.
sorry, different power. Yes, so we're not
Yeah.
prone, which is good because actually prone gives us a bonus against actual fire, so ranged as opposed to melee. Anyway, okay, so not prone, spray and pray. Let's have it, Merrick. Sooner or later, he'll find the right button.
Well, as soon as we've agreed upon the.
Oh,
buttons
yes,
being
yes. Well, now that you've talked to the council, talk to your DM. Yes, shoot.
pressed. Shoot to kill. I mean, with the thrill. I mean, the ill.
So while y'all are doing that, can I talk about maybe thematically why cone attacks are a little bit different from fantasy versus Star Wars? Because Star Wars with like a laser blast, even if you're doing a cone, it's like sweeping horizontally. You know, you wouldn't like get that 3D cone, whereas you might get that with like a fire spray, where you know.
Yeah,
burning
I'm still
hand.
having issue how he can turn one sideways and have a 1 square at the right in front of him, 6 squares out, and 3 squares to the left of him. Like, the wording is a bit vague, and I'm thinking I have to relook at that going, any 6 squares, you could start your cone, and then it fans
Within
out,
point-
and you know what I mean?
Within point blank, it is pretty scarious. In that regards.
We're talking about you, not to you. You go back and click buttons. We're going to be
Here you go.
Yeah.
Submit. Hana!
We're
Deal
talking
with my-
about you.
Random bullshit. Go.
Look at all the fucking dice. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh, 30 to attack.
Yep.
That not
I
only hits
sure-
the standard auto fire 10, it hits both of our reflexes, and you do how much damage?
34, my friend.
And instead of prat, he has a new note here that says,
Daka 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 daka.
okay, so hosing these guys for 30 points each, you actually drop both of them, finishing them both off.
Unintended.
And do you got anything else, Merrick, or you used up all your actions because you were bracing?
That's all the juice.
Okay. TLXS is going to rock us. What do you want to do, droid boy? Doctor, let's get ready. You're next.
I will use a free action. I will have seen what happened back there.
I'd like to interrupt Doug and talk to the council for no particular reason, just to see if he feels how I feel. So back to that cone thing. No, go ahead.
And I'll use a free action
Really
to
think about it.
That's gonna be a point of origin.
Aiden
It's
actually
just a
bought
point
into it. Sorry, go ahead. Combat,
No, you're good.
boys. Mute up, Doug. It's your turn. I'm so sorry.
So I will turn and say,
Are you good, master?
and then I will fire my rifle
Okay.
at
I
this
would
one.
I would like you to make just trying to think of how you can make a willpower check against yourself, because like I said, you're hard baked to protect him, not asking him if he's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Your immediate thing is like, there's danger. Is he protected? Your software assesses a percentage. He's out in the open. He's in a net.
Yeah.
And you're like how is that not like,
Yeah,
I'll take
no,
my
not.
time? Oh no, the net didn't hit you.
I'm perfectly fine.
And the two enemies that were there just got killed. So
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
that was me.
Yeah, your percentage goes. No, that's good. Sorry, I kept
And
thinking
then-
it was Rahal that got missed, but it's Leth. So you're fine. He's fine.
I'm
The ball
firing
never
this
gets
one.
missed.
28 to hit
Yeah,
and only 16 points of damage.
only he says we're not made of hit points. You know, we are
And then-
relatively squishable.
I would like to tumble in. Oh, actually, I could just, because I started here, I can do this without going through a threatened square.
Well, he's three squares up. I don't think he threatens the squares immediately under the pillar. Unless he's got reach weapon.
That's okay. I moved into a spot to put Skeel in my shield. And will draw fire.
Okay.
Leave my allies alone. Come at me, bro.
Climb or jump? That's a bed. It's not terrain. That's insanely easy DC, but technically. You'd go tumble. You'd go tumble. I thought you were tumbling. You flying?
No, I didn't tumble. I just moved. I moved north one square. I don't have to chain.
No,
so
but
I was
you,
here.
You are always walking unless you say I am flying or I am tumbling. So it's fine. You can be there. I'm just asking for a simple DC 5 climb check. I didn't mean to scare you with my bed.
That is a frightening prospect.
Completely
Jeff.
changes his actions. I'm just saying to execute.
Well,
what
no,
you wish to
No, I
do.
didn't change. I was moving it back to show you what I did.
Okay.
Good.
Wild abandon rolls now.
I can't read it. I rolled a 20.
Okay. You nailed that.
Then
The firm mattress.
Excuse me?
I'm just being a dick. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then my persuasion check of 26.
Okay, now you're like patting the bed, looking at someone. Like, what are you doing with this?
No, that was me drawing fire.
Come at me.
I did say come at me.
But it's a different kind this
I
time.
did say come at me, so.
And we will see you all next time. What? Okay, sorry. Fade
The
to
lights
black.
fade to dark.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh my.
But that's my actions.
Okay, thank you.
So-
Dr. Leth. Well, that's inconvenient. The net hit the case that you were trying to get into, wrapping it even tighter, making the stuff more inaccessible than before.
Oh, it's just as inaccessible as it was ever. I mean, it's still untended, as the attendee is now over there and there. At the moment, actually, the most inconvenient thing is I believe that Rahal is the one that is still tied up and theoretically connected to that blaster pistol, or that Stokely stick. Is he not?
Yeah, the Stokely stick, the other end of it went flying across the room, and then he's lying so now there's like a limp from the guy's dead hand going across the floor over the bed and to him, but technically, yeah. I still have my stick. My death grip.
Okay. Well. So the one that did hit Rahal is
one of these
the
guys.
ones
One of
dead.
these guys, yeah, the guys in the post.
Oh, in which case I'm not particularly concerned. I will continue what I was doing, and I guess go free Kimmy now.
Dude, he picks Kimmy over you. Can't have the hired help.
I
get
can't blame him for that. I would too.
She's so charming. All right, I've lost her on the board. Where'd she go? Would you take a step towards Kimmy so I can find her? Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix Kimmy.
And now that the net is also unattended, just cut through it.
Okay. If you want to delay your action so that she can help you, she can, you're like, hold still, or, you know what I mean? Otherwise, because you could possibly, you know what I mean? You'll cut through it faster if you delay your turn so that she aids you. Otherwise, you're just going against somebody that's struggling.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to drop you down to 3 on the track, just so that you're below Rahal, where she goes, blah, blah. Okay, but, rescue attempt. Good stuff. Okay, Rahal.
I will free myself.
Okay, so a grapple against that original, was it 27 I hit you with? Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if it still counts if the dude who grappled me is dead.
Yeah, because the thing grabs you. Like, so if I want to pull you, whatever, fine. Like, it doesn't let go because... You know what I mean?
So
like,
you need an attack roll? What is
it's
it,
like,
basically?
It's a shock net. Now you're just fighting
Like
the net.
Oh, there's a grapple button. I'm a push the grapple button.
Yeah,
Are you
go.
sure?
Ryan doesn't trust any buttons anymore.
No, I pressed the button. I got scolded harsh.
20.
20. Not being 27, so I'm assuming that's a fail for now.
Yep.
What do you mean that's a... I got 27, man. I hit him with a 27. He's got to beat my roll.
He doesn't have to beat your original roll.
No,
He
no,
just
yeah,
needs a
yeah.
DC
No, that
20
was just
get
your
out
hit
of
to
the
hit
net.
me with it. It's
Right.
now an opposed
It's a
grapple
stand.
check, and that's what I was saying. I don't think he can do it because he's dead.
No. It's you're grappled with a net. The net has a DC 20 strength check to get out of, or a DC 15 acrobatics check.
Oh, that hit just
'Cause
automatically
you're
meant
just
I was
straight up in a
grappled.
net. Yeah, you're just
See, it's-
grappled in a net.
Yeah, right, because I'm not using... I'm not wrapping
yes,
you with my
it is,
arms.
It is in
It's-
the description. It is
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
description. Yeah,
Well, that
wraps
make-
it up as a net.
That makes more sense. Okay, so you're just fighting this heavy net that was shocking you. Get it off me. That makes more sense.
DC 15 acrobatics or DC 20 strength check. That was a strength check that I just did.
See, Matt, right there, that's why I brought Doug on board. Not all this other crap I've been suffering for 5 episodes. Just that part now where you actually interrupted to be helpful.
Sweet.
'Cause we
All right,
were
so that,
both
I did
wrong.
get out. Yay!
Yeah, he's out.
And Kimmy is gonna stay still, just like Dr. Leth ordered. And she's
Yeah.
gonna spend her entire round of actions to bring herself up a step on the condition track.
I hate to be
Stranger!
that guy.
Danger! Stranger! Danger! Rambling around. Kimmy, hold still. Okay, fine.
So grapple appears to use your BAB, not your strength. The strength check is
They are exactly the same modifier for me.
Right. Now, because he's using a mechanical device to grapple with, hence the net, it just goes off of the DC 20, and I use my BAB to attack him with it, right? But anyway. Okay, so we're good? Okay, so you're using your standard to release yourself. It leaves you with moves and swifts. So you want to do any moving and swifting? Unless somebody could find me saying it's a move action to like de-grapple. But as far as I know,
Going
so.
to move behind Merrick because that's a wise decision. And I'm going to attempt to demoralize this dude up here on the pillar,
Oh, okay.
which I
You see-
believe is a persuasion check.
Okay.
Of 21, and demoralizing works off of their will defense. And if I succeed, I move them a step down the condition track.
Okay.
Well,
I'm looking it up. You got a line? You say demoralize. You're like glaring at him, or you got anything to say?
You suck, and your friends suck too.
Again, all I can see is TLX patting that bed. But all right. Where are we here?
the original.
Consider this Nogi assassin demoralized. I'm going to show you a picture now that we're getting to the end of the round. Or technically, that is the end of the round of what you're up against. This gargoyle-looking little small dude. Hey, this guy kicked ass in Rebels. Like this dude was just all
No
kinds
contact.
of
No context. Jeff.
all kinds of kung fu. If you look up the Nagri on net, they also have a more lizard-looking type
100%
version of this
agree with
guy.
you. 100%. Your knowledge of them gives them more credit than what that one picture that you given us it does.
That's the actual scene. That's the actual dude from the show that kicks ass. I'm telling you, this guy just wipes the floor.
He's a
Yeah.
badass.
yeah,
Nagri
yeah,
Oddly a
Nagri are
badass.
terrifying.
yeah. I agree
Nagri
with
are
you.
terrifying.
Like when
That
you,
photo, not
I
flattering.
guarantee if you show Matt this Rebels episode, just like the Grippley, he'd be like, "I want to be Nagri. That guy just fucking kick ass." Like,
I'm not
Yeah.
doubting this. I'm
Yeah, but
not
speak like-
arguing.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but the
One
Gripply,
works for
like just the
Tron.
mental image of a frog mounted on a dragonfly is just
Oh,
so
Speak-
cool, man. Like that's so cool. Like
I hate.
like jousting people and like poking them in the eye and stuff. Like, come on, how much fun
I
is
hate
that?
to
You
end an
give them the
episode
French
with a
accent.
reference to
you know, the
another
frog.
show before I say we'll see you next time. But I just watched Steph
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
MacFarlane doing Kermit, where he was doing the scene from Taken, and the Gripplies we were doing Kermit the Frog, and he's like, "I don't have money." but I do have a particular set of skills. I will find you. And he goes on and on, he just like does the Kermit perfectly, and it's just hilarious.
Kill you.
And I will find you, and I will kill you, make you suffer. The beginning of round 2 comes back to, did you know, like did we have a pool in guessing what Poser's real name was? I'm pretty sure I have something in my notes here. No, I got
You're
it.
muted.
It's
Back.
Dr. Les' turn because he delayed.
I was gonna say, I guess we're just kind of assuming that I successfully free.
Yeah, he was just
and
gonna
then
go over and
move
start
on.
cutting and the thing. Yeah, my Kermit thing's more interesting. Sorry, Leth. Okay, so getting back to using Poser's name. No, seriously. Delaying, Leth, you go over. Doing damage to... you guys pull up the stats on the stick. It should have, like, your standard net. What is need to break it, or what is need to cut it. Versus what kind of damage you do with this little fusion cutter, Dr. Leth?
My cutter does... I think it's 2d4, but it ignores DR from unattended objects.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I'm attending this because she's holding it up for you. Here, cut here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's unattended as in it's holding still.
Okay. Yeah, she stops. She's gonna forego her grapple escape roll just to hold it still and up in the air for you to cut. So, what kind of damage are we talking? And has anybody got that net?
2d4, but the net
DR5,
description.
HP 10.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And you've got what? How much? We're in rounds, so I need the damage roll, dude.
Oh.
Like, we need to know how
Yeah,
long
I'm
it takes
doing
you to
that.
free her. Like you said, you should have just went with the assumption, oh, I free in one round. Oh, okay. No. I'm done guessing Poser's real name. 11 points. But you say it ignores the DR of an unattended object? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So the sucker just cuts into it like butter. And yeah, like stand her to attack it, move to help her take it off. She's free. I mean, we're not moving around. We're both kind of stuck standing there, but yeah. Round 2, and we will see you all next time. We sprayed sticks first.
Yeah.
So
Accurate.
dirty.
Say goodnight, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
Because you really should go to bed. You look tired.
I am tired.
But thanks for coming out.
I appreciate coming out. It's fun. Every time.